Hey everyone, here's Gore's Horror Movie Month #1, the first review of the Halloween season. And before I start, let me tell all my new subscribers what Gore's Horror Movie Month is. It's pretty much the whole October I review horror movies. Mostly because of Halloween and also because I love horror films. So it's two excuses right there why I do this. Last year I did it for about 16, 17 films. The year before I did 31 films. So yeah, this time I'm not sure if I'll do as many as the last two, maybe only 10, 11, I don't know. Because I am very busy in my life now, so yeah, let me just throw that out. And before I start, let me say these are going to be unedited reviews where I'm not going to stop and think about what I'm going to say. I don't ever actually write a script out or anything. I just maybe, pause for a second. What am I going to say? Alright, I'll start off like this and then just go on. This, I'm just going to go press it, and if I screw up, then I screw up. I'll say this for every one of my Gore's Horror Movie Month reviews for now on, so people don't go, oh, what the hell, ugh. Alright, so let's just go on to our review of the first movie of the Halloween season, yeah. Survival of the Dead. Okay, now, Survival of the Dead is a pretty simple zombie movie. Let's just say right there. It's made by George Romero, who is pretty much the king of the slow-moving zombies, I'll say. I'll just say king of zombies. I mean, all his older films are great. Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, I'm blanking on all the other ones, but they're all of the Dead. And, I mean, I love most of them. I really like Land of the Dead. I don't know. I like that one, too. I love the remake of Dawn of the Dead, even though he didn't make it. Whatever. I like most of his movies. So, when I heard he was making another one, Survival of the Dead, I was like, sweet. Then I heard it was, like, going into limited release, like one of his other ones, Diary of the Dead, so I was, like, a little saddened, even though I did like Diary of the Dead. And then I found out it pretty much went into like 2 theaters and then went straight to DVD. Then I got worried. I saw the trailer, thought the trailer looked horrible. Now I saw the movie, and I gotta say, it wasn't that bad. Now, I'm just gonna say what I thought was pretty bad about the film. Some of the acting was pretty bad. I mean, not all of it. Some of the characters I really like. The plot's kind of stupid. I'll get to the plot later. If you really need to know the plot of this movie, then I'll tell you. And the special effects itself is, I'll just say right here, he uses a lot of CG in this movie, and which is sad because there's a few parts where he used practical effects and it looked really good. I'm like, wow. And everything else with all the CG zombies, sometimes you see, sometimes they're digitally rendered to look like zombies, and I just gotta say, it looks terrible. Even sometimes how the zombies like move. I'll say right here, Resident Evil Afterlife did a much better job making zombies, and those zombies look pretty bad. I'll just say right here. These ones are pretty bad too. Some of them look decent. Some of them with their heads like brains exposed. Oh my god, exposed and stuff. They look really cool, but most of them look like trash. I'll just say it right here. So yeah, they're no Dawn of the Dead zombies. They're just pale white fucking zombies. So there you go. There's all my negatives. Now let me talk about the positives. The positives, I actually really liked some of the acting. Half of it's bad, half of it's good. There's an Irish guy in this. He's like the main guy. He's like, the obvious Irish old guy you meet. And I don't know. I just liked that character. He was really cool. The main guy, who is pretty much the main character, even though they don't focus on him too much. There's like a subplot where he gets shot and stuff, and that's pretty much all he gets. He's just there. I kind of liked him. He kind of flipped out a lot, and you didn't really like him all that much, but he didn't do a bad job as acting, so I don't know. He did what he could, and he did okay. There's another younger actor in here. He's not that bad. I thought he was going to be worse, but he's okay. There's a woman in here, whatever. There's a girl in here that plays the daughter of the Irish guy. I didn't really follow the names or anything, but she's okay. She plays twins in the film, and you never see them really together. You do see them once. Kind of stupid. And how they brought that twin plot in, really stupid also. It was just like, out of nowhere, you see one of the daughters is dead, and you're thinking, oh, it's that daughter, and you find out later she has a twin. That might have been a spoiler, but if you really think, no, that was a spoiler. If you really, were thinking this is going to be a M. Night Shyamalan, what a twist movie, then, yeah. That was a twist, but that was a forced twist. Come on. I could have did that in my movie. Come on. No one saw it coming because you never had any indication in the rest of the movie that she had twins. Anyway, I'm confusing people that haven't seen the movie. I like the acting. The gore, when it's practical, looks really good. It always has with George Romero. And there's not that much practical effects. There's one scene where a guy gets ripped in half and guts are hanging out. That looks great. But everything else, not much practical effects. Like, I don't know, when a zombie bites someone in the neck, you've seen this millions of times where it's like ripping at the flesh and it's like stretching and shit. You know, you've seen that, and veins are coming out, and all that kind of good stuff. And I mean, you've seen it all before, but I mean, it's nice to see it in this after you see all the CG crappy effects. So whatever. Overall, I know this is gonna be a quick review. The plot is stupid. The gore is okay with the practical effects. Some of the acting is good, but some of the acting is bad. So it's kind of a mixed bag. I wasn't bored with this movie. I wished it was better because it's George Romero, but for a pretty much straight to DVD movie, even though it went to theaters a little bit, not much. It was like in the theater for a week or two. I have to say, for a straight to DVD movie, it ain't bad at all. So I kind of liked it, liked some of the characters, liked some of the gore, and I never was bored. So you know what? It's not a horrible movie at all. It's not a bad movie. It's not even a meh movie. It's okay. So I'll just give it a straight 7 out of 10. So there you go. There's my first review. There's my first Gore's Horror Movie Month review of this year. And hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I'll keep making them to piss you off. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Thank you and goodbye.